Have you ever woken up already tired, even after a full night of sleep? Not sleepy, not groggy, just worn down. Maybe you tried fixing it. More coffee, supplements, a new routine you promised yourself you'd stick to this time. Maybe you told yourself, this is just adulthood, this is responsibility, this is what pushing through looks like. But what if I told you your body has been warning you for years, and the real danger isn't pain, it's how quietly you've learned to ignore it? Most people think burnout announces itself loudly, a breakdown, a collapse, a hospital room. But the most dangerous kind doesn't scream, it whispers. And this is the story of a man who didn't fall apart from illness. He fell apart because he stopped listening. His name was David. He was 38, too young to feel this exhausted, too old to pretend it didn't matter. David worked as an operations coordinator for a mid-sized distribution company. Not a job people envy, not a failure either. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't careless. He did exactly what was expected of him, and usually a little more. From the outside, his life looked productive. Emails answered, deadlines met, meetings survived. Inside his body, everything was tight. His shoulders never fully dropped. His jaw stayed clenched without him noticing. His breath was shallow, like his body was always bracing for impact. He woke up tired, not because he didn't sleep, but because his body never rested. Financially, he was doing fine. Rent paid, groceries covered, no emergencies. But what he lacked wasn't money, it was recovery. His body never reset. He kept telling himself it was temporary. After this project, after this quarter, after things calmed down. He didn't realize his body had already started speaking, and he wasn't listening. The moment didn't come dramatically. No ambulance, no collapse at work. It came on an ordinary Tuesday. David was driving home in traffic. Same road, same red lights. Then his chest tightened. Not sharp pain, just pressure, like someone slowly pressing their hand against his ribs. His breath shortened, his hands started to shake. He told himself, calm down, you're just tired, you've handled worse. But his body didn't believe him. He pulled over, sat there gripping the steering wheel, counting breaths like a stranger inside his own body. When it passed, the world didn't change. Traffic kept moving. The city didn't stop. But something inside him cracked. That night he told his wife. She didn't panic. She didn't lecture him. She just said quietly, "Your body has been asking for help a long time. You just never answered." That sentence stayed with him, because for the first time he saw a future where nothing changed. Same stress, same excuses, same body, just more damaged. And he knew if he didn't change now, his body would decide for him later. The change didn't begin with motivation, it began with silence. One morning, David woke up before his alarm, 4:58 a.m. The house was still. No emails, no notifications, no one asking anything from him. He sat on the edge of the bed, hand on his chest, feeling his breath. It was shallow, careful, like his body was waiting to see if the day would attack again. And in that quiet, he said something out loud. Not a promise, not a goal, a decision. I will stop pushing through pain. If my body speaks, I will listen. He didn't know how yet, but for the first time he chose cooperation over control. David eventually scheduled a checkup, not from fear, from exhaustion. The doctor reviewed his results, then said calmly, "There's nothing wrong enough to scare you, but everything is stressed enough to break you." David waited for a pill. Instead, the doctor said, "Your body isn't failing, it's adapting to constant pressure, and adaptation has a cost." Then came the rule, simple, uncomfortable. Your nervous system needs daily signals of safety, not weekends, not vacations, daily. The system was boring. 10 minutes of stillness every morning, no screens, slow breathing. A fixed stopping time at night, even if work wasn't finished. And one walk a day. No purpose, no podcast, no productivity. Just movement, just presence. Do this for 30 days, not to feel amazing, but to feel again. David wrote the rules on paper. 3 rules. Same wake-up time, no screens for 30 minutes. When the body signals distress, stop. 30 days. Miss more than 2 days, start over. No negotiation. He told no one. This wasn't about discipline. It was about trust. The first week was awful. He felt worse, restless, anxious. By week 2, his breath deepened. Week 3 was lonely. Others kept rushing, he didn't. By month 2, his body recovered faster. No miracle, just stability, and that was enough. After 3 months, his job was the same, but he wasn't. Stress came and left. At home, he listened. The cost was real. He disappointed some people, but his body stopped sounding alarms. This isn't about David. It's about what happens when we treat our bodies like tools. Pain isn't weakness, it's information. Fatigue isn't failure, it's feedback. And ignoring feedback doesn't make you strong, it makes the message louder. Tomorrow morning, before your phone, sit still for 5 minutes, hand on your chest, and ask, "What is my body trying to tell me today?" The question isn't whether you hear it, it's whether you're ready to answer.